here. God sent us here to repent. But we came in, we started following pagan principles, and we came further and further and further in sin, because we had already inherited the curses of our forefathers. And see, and we didn't do the thing that would reverse the curse. If we didn't keep the commandments, we received the curses. But if we kept the commandments, we will be able to reverse the curses and have the blessings that God has for us. Read what you got, brother.
The book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 22.
Listen at this one.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
Every man followed the imagination of their own wicked heart. Read.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart, to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our God.
Yes, that's right. That's right. We talk to them. Talk to them. Tell me something about it.
Oh, okay. So when it says the imagination of our own heart, it's talking about the imagination of our mind. Our mind being conditioned to just
trying to get over here, Hanaya.
Just to accept sin.
Hanaya.
So we're sinful, and we worship strange gods like this white Jesus. Even though the Bible, if you go to Revelations, I believe it's 1:14, it describes exactly what Jesus looks like. But yet still, when I was able to go to my grandmother's house, she had a picture up of a white Jesus. A white Jesus with blonde hair and brown hair.
Did you see that on Good Times?
Yeah, Good Times, yeah, on Good Times. It's a picture of a white Jesus, even though it says that he had skin of bronze, hair of wool, and his hair was white. And I haven't seen a white Jesus with white hair yet.
I know I haven't, because I've never seen a man that color in my life. I ain't never seen a man the color of this man's shirt.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen a man the color of this man's shirt. Have you?
No. But that's who we worship, because that's who Grandma worship and Grandpa worship. And Pastor Porchop keep preaching us that. Even in the churches, you have the stained glass, and it's this white Jesus.
That's right.
But Revelations described him a whole different way. He had hair of wool, like most of us brothers and sisters got hair of wool. He had white hair like Moses did when Moses went up there to that mountain and came back down. His hair was all white.
All white.
Yeah. And so we serving these strange gods, and we do the evil in the sight, and we do evil in the sight of the Lord, because He sees all the evil things that we're doing.
In front of Him.
That's like being disobedient to your parents, like right in their face.
Yep.
And what's going to happen? You're going to be punished for that, and that's what we're going through right now. We're being punished for everything we do in the sight of the Lord.
Yes. On you, my brother, read what you got. Read strong.
Revelation 18, verse 4. And I heard a voice from heaven.
What?
I heard a voice from heaven.
Read.
Saying, come out of her.
Come out of them.
My people.
You say what? My who?
My people.
Okay, read.
That ye be not partakers of her sin. And that ye receive not of her pledge. Her
pledge. What you got to say, bro?
To me, that means the world that we're living in, we need to turn away from the wicked ways of this world.
That's right.
Because it don't pertain to us.
That's right, brother.
It's not for us.
That's right.
We got to turn back to the law, statutes, and commandments.
Okay.
And the sooner we do that, the better off we'll be.
Teach, brother. You have a question? What was it?
She was just wanting to understand about the Israelites as far as how we identify ourselves as being Israelites.
You read the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. It's going to tell you. What's your nationality, sister? Come up some. Yeah. What's your nationality?
In Christ or?
No. What is your ethnicity?
African.
What is your dad? You're African American.
I guess
Do you know? Do you know when you say get this right here? Do you know when you say that you're African American, that you are saying that you are two white men?
Well, I'm an Indian.
Okay, but you're saying you're African American?
Well, that's what
Right. Okay, Africa comes from this guy, Leo Scipios Africanus. Because Africa used to be named after Ham. You know, Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Okay? This man came over and conquered our brother Hannibal. Have you ever heard of Hannibal? Hannibal was a warrior, and he defeated our brother Hannibal. And so when he defeated Hannibal, he named Africa after himself, because his name was Leo Scipios Africanus, and he named it the land Ham. He named it Africa. Just like this guy right here that was named Amerigo Vespucci. America used to be named Azra. But when he came over and he conquered America, he named it after himself, Amerigo Vespucci, and so he named it America. And so you're not an African American. You are from the tribe of Judah. See up there? The white man say that you are black or Negro, but God says that you are Judah. And you come from the same tribe that your God comes from, because your God looks just like you, sister. You see what I'm saying? And to identify with who you are, how did our forefathers get over to America? How did the slaves get over here? Do you know that's in the Bible? Where can I find it? Read that. Deuteronomy 28:68. This is how we're going to be able to identify who you are. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
I want you to give me the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 2. He says that the Lord is going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. You see, Egypt is synonymous for something, because when Moses led the people out of Egypt, did he take them back? He didn't take them back. So Egypt has a name, a meaning. Read what you got. Read what you just read, my brother.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. Read that book, Exodus chapter 20 and verse 1 and 2, brother.
And God spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous for bondage. And so when we came over here to America, read what you got, brother.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
I want you to change Egypt, and I want you to put slavery. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I spoke unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
What is it that you haven't seen again? You haven't seen your homeland, Jerusalem. You haven't seen that again because we've been here in slavery. Read on, brother.
And ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Who was brought here on ships and was sold to their enemies? That's right. Get that sister an Israelite hand. You see? Now, continue reading, brother.
Okay. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Wait a minute. You were sold to your enemy. But who was that enemy? The white man. Read.
And ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave man and for slave woman.
And no one shall buy you.
And no one shall buy you. It's an old Quaker term meaning that the only person that's going to be able to save you is our God Yahweh and his son Yahweh. And so nowhere in the Bible, nowhere in the world that we see that this was done to anybody else. Who did this to us, sister? The who? The white man did this to us. It don't match up with anybody on the face of the earth but us. No one has been into prison, slavery, or was treated the way that they were treated but us. Did you know that they would take our little bitty babies? And did you know that they would take our little bitty babies and use them for alligator baiting system? That's what the white man would do. They did all those things to us. We are the only ones that can identify with the travesty and injustice that was done against us. But they don't teach this in the church. They're not allowed to teach a lot of things because they don't know a lot of things. Right. Because they're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. You don't have to go to school to get all these different degrees and stuff. But if you keep God's law, statutes, and commandments, each and every one of these brothers up here, we ain't went to no school. God gives us this when we keep the law, statutes, and commandments. He deals with us. And so there is no other nation, there is no other people on the face of the planet that can identify with this. Do you know that? They have to fight the war, but I think that's. Do you know what the Bible tells us what color he is? Do you know it's in the Bible? I haven't read. Give us the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and 14. Read.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14.
We gonna play baseball. 3 strikes and this devil is out. Read, brother.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Which one got the hair that's white like wool? You say his hair is white like wool?
I wear glasses.
Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Okay, now hold it right there. It says that his eyes were like a flame of fire, right? We're going to tell you why his eyes were like a flame of fire. Read what you got, brother.
Genesis chapter 1. Chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be red with what?
With wine.
Read.
And his teeth white with milk.
See, his eyes was red with wine because Christ drank wine in moderation. What was the first miracle that he did? When at the wedding of Canaan, he turned water into wine. Now read what you got from the top, brother.
Revelation 1:14 and 15. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs was white like wool.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were like a flame of fire.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Okay, now, if you were to take off your shoes, your feet would be the same color of your face, right? It says his feet was what, my brother?
His feet was like unto fine brass.
His feet was like unto fine brass. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
If I was to take anything and put it in a furnace and burn it, what color would it come back? It will come back black. So our God is a black man. The Bible tells us that our God is a black man. You see? This right here, his name is Caesar Borgia. He was a known homosexual. He was painted by who? Who painted this picture? Leonardo da Vinci. He killed his brother. He had sex with his sister. If you ever watch that show on Netflix called The Borgias, it'll tell you all about it. This was a man he was the son of Pope Alexander VI. See, but they gave us this. And this is what they tell us about the devil. Give me the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and 3. And I want you to give me the book of Matthew chapter 18 and verse 11. We're going to show you about what the Bible says